live from King Arena as the Wheaton Thunder take on the
Here to start the left of the evening today, first was visiting Cardinal with North Central. Number 2, 5-5 sophomore, Cardinal Megan Duffy. The 5-17 from Warren Parkville, number 3, Natalie Stephanopoulos. Number 5, freshman from Hero Mountain, Grace Keeper. 5-9 junior from Parkville, number 13, Megan McClure. Number 20, 16, senior from Kewanee, Illinois, Patrice Smith. Parkville coached by Maggie Koski-Gax. Here are the starters for Wheaton College Thunder. 5'8" junior from Wheaton, Minnesota, Orlando Schwinn. Number 11, 5'7" freshman from Kansas, Michigan, Anna Hernandez. 5'11" sophomore from Northfield, Minnesota, Anna Richardson. Number 32, 5'17" from Tustin, California, Katie Hermanson. Number 34, 5'10" junior from Nashville, Caroline Sibley. Wheaton's coach recommends national football
A crucial matchup here in the CCIW as the Wheaton Thunder battle their rivals from Naperville, the North Central Cardinals. Wheaton enters this game 10-8 on the season, 5-4 in CCIW play, but have dropped their last 2 home games, partner.
Yeah, this is a crucial game for Wheaton, as you're saying. Right now, Wheaton is tied for 3rd in the CCIW. It's actually a 4-way tie in the CCIW right now. Wheaton is tied for 3rd with Augustana, Illinois Wesleyan, and Carthage. All of these teams have a record of 5-4 in conference. So again, this is a crucial matchup for Wheaton. They need to get the win here tonight, change the trend of the 2 past losses, get a win here tonight, and move on to the road.
And just as you were saying that, Caroline Sickink quickly on the board with her first field goal.
Yeah, North Central is coming off a 1-game winning streak, and before that they actually had a 5-game losing streak. North Park just this weekend beat North Park 62-55, which is a very similar score actually to when Wheaton played North Park.
Megan McCure with that last bucket. Meanwhile, a turnover, and here comes North Central back to McCure. She's fouled on the way up, and I believe she'll go to the line.
Yeah, it looks like Sickink got her arm a little bit there. So McClure will go to the line for 2 here.
McClure, a 77.8 free throw shooter this season as she knocks down her first. Picked up 7 points in that 62-55 win against North Park, as you mentioned. Also picked up their 2nd conference win of the season.
Yeah, currently North Central is ranked 8th in the CCIW, while Wheaton is tied for 3rd, as we've been saying.
Still early on a 4-2 lead for North Central. Here's a floater. That one misses. Sinkink gets the offensive rebound. Sinkink, another try, misses. Schwinn comes up with it. That got swatted away and stripped. Another try inside, and Fernandez able to bring it home.
Looks like this might be a 3-point play. Who was that? Maybe it looks like that was on the floor.
Still trying to sort out the confusion. Question is, did she get the shot off before she got fouled? Otherwise, the shot would have not counted, or should not count. And we would have to inbound.
North Central coach Maggie McCloskey-Bax is currently discussing things with the ref right now on that call. Looks like it will be Wheaton ball underneath. North Central coach not too pleased by that, but still early on in the game. Yes, Wheaton ball underneath.
The field goal that was made by the Thunder will still count, so essentially Wheaton gets another possession. This game tied at 4 early on. Here's Sinkink, chooses to drive inside. Sinkink with the right hand, able to bang it home.
Yes, Sinkink is actually 7th in the conference for average points per game as she makes her first couple points here.
That's her second field goal already. Here is Kiefer dropping in from downtown and burying the triple. Wheaton choosing to hurry up. It's Sinkink driving, kicks it back to the outside. That's on the top of the key. That one too strong, though, for Richardson. Wheaton with the offensive rebound, keeping the possession alive. Schwinn, though, turns it over. And here comes North Central.
Yeah, one of the keys Coach Madsen said was that North Central transitions quickly, so Wheaton needs to make sure they get back quickly on defense to prevent the fast break points. It looks like there's a foul here.
Now Stravopoulos will go to the free throw line. Currently a 75% free throw shooter. Meanwhile, Kate Oliver will check in for Anna Fernandez.
Stravopoulos is 75% from the line on this season as she makes her second here. 9-6 with North Central leading.
And it'll be Kate Oliver who brings it up. Schwinn pass inside Oliver. And they kick it back on the wing. It is Richardson. 12 on the 30. Here's Hermanson going back out. Sinkink will try from downtown, and she sticks it.
Looks like that was a deep 2 there from Richardson. Her toe was from Sinkink, sorry. Looks like her toe is on the 3-point line there, so it's a deep 2. 9-8 with North Central still leading with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter.
Sinkink off to a hot start, shooting 3 of 4, 6 points. A nice pass to the outside and a wide open 3 that rattles in and out, though, for Megan McClure. Here's Sinkink once again, so far with the early hot hand for the Thunder. And there's a 3. Well, that one no good for Annika Richardson.
Again, we're seeing North Central push the pace here, and that's exactly what Wheaton does not want to let happen. It's just those easy, fast break points. Again, that was one key that Coach Madsen said early on in this game. We really got to watch North Central pushing the pace here on these quick transitions.
There's McClure who scored off the Kiefer screen. A nice pass to Schwinn, and she will clean it up inside.
Great play from Schwinn there to get inside and make the easy layup there for Wheaton.
11-10 lead for North Central. 5-12 on the season, 2-7 in CCIW play, and a nice pass inside and able to bang it home is Maitri Smith, and a timeout is taken early on the court.
Yeah, Maitri Smith is one of those players that Wheaton definitely wants to look out for. She's actually named to the CCIW Team of the Week earlier in the year, so Wheaton definitely needs to watch out for her.
19 points, 6 of 8 shooting in 32 minutes, along with 8 boards in that last win against the North Park Vikings.
Yeah, during my research, I found that actually just a week ago, both of these teams lost by 20, so I'm sure both of these teams really want to shake up that bad juju for their Wednesday night games and are looking to turn the tables here and get a big win. Yeah, Wheaton dropped to Carroll by 20 last Wednesday, while North Central dropped to Augustana again by 20. So yeah, North Central's looking to continue their win streak. They just won their first game since 5 games this weekend. Wheaton looks to turn the tables again and get back onto a winning streak here before they hit the road to Wisconsin. So again, a big game for both of these teams, kind of to set the tone for the rest of the season.
And for North Central, they are 3 games out of that 4-way tie for 3rd place, so they still have an outsider's chance of making the CCIW tournament, but they have to pretty much play excellent basketball and hope some teams ahead lose. Meanwhile, Wheaton does have a 2-game cushion over North Park, would currently be the first team out of the tournament. A quick 3, that one coming up short though, and getting the offensive rebound is Hermanson. Sicking, harassed, another 3 from Hermanson. That one though, no good. Offensive rebound once again, this time it's Fernandez. Here comes Kate Oliver, 3rd try, swatted but a foul.
I love seeing Wheaton get those offensive rebounds. I think there was 2 in a row there in that possession. And those can really make the difference because those allow for second chance points, and well done there by Wheaton players.
Lillian Schwinn to inbound. And it's to Sinking, harassed, Sinking turns around and buries a small mid-range J.
That's an excellent turnaround shot from Sinking, a very athletic shot. I think we'll be seeing lots of those from her tonight.
13-12. Sinking so far the player to go to with 8 points. And a nice play made by Abby Davison. The big 6'1" freshman out of Galesburg, Illinois. Sinking, meanwhile, working against her. A nice fake and another nice finish. That's now 10 points for Caroline Sinking.
She's on a roll.
5 of 6 from the field, just already in the first quarter.
Yeah, she's doing well in the paint right now. We can just keep on feeding it to her because it's working.
Just getting started here from King Arena. That 3 no good for Kiefer. It goes out of bounds as North Central will retain possession.
We have Castle, our senior captain, checking in for Hermanson. Castle, one of the taller players on Wheaton's squad, so probably looking to combat North Central's taller player out there, Davidson.
Here's Stavropoulos working against Schwinn. That one, though, no good, but a foul. Will be against Schwinn. And here comes some free throws for Natalie Stavropoulos.
Yeah, from that replay, it looks like Schwinn got her arm a little bit on the shot. So that's 2 for Stavropoulos.
Stavropoulos had 16 points, 6 rebounds in 37 minutes against North Park. All those star players that the Cardinals are going to need if they're going to beat the Thunder, as they have an early 2-point lead against their rivals. Nice pass to Schwinn, has to go back outside to Sickink. Sickink, contact and a foul.
So it's going to be a block there. Her feet were not quite set. Let's see what the... Yeah, her feet definitely were not set there as Sickink bumped her a little bit. So that's on the floor. Looks like Schwinn might have a cut, so she has to clean that up before she can continue playing. Both teams here discussing their options. Wheaton probably discussing their inbound play right now. In the last game between Wheaton and North Central, Ana Fernandez for Wheaton had 18 points, a real game changer there for Wheaton. followed by Richardson's 14 points and Castle's 14. So we'll see what those players do here tonight in this CCIW matchup.
And not to mention, Annika Richardson and Ellie Castle had double-double performances, 14 points, 14 rebounds. Meanwhile, for Castle, 14 points, 10 rebounds. A turnaround jumper right there, coming up a little bit short, though, for Castle. 4:30 left to go. The Cardinals with a 2-point lead over the Thunder. Trying to pass to the outside, but it got blocked, and it'll stay North Central ball.
Well done by Sickink there to step in front of that passing lane, prevent the wide open jumper there.
Megan Duffy, the sophomore, to inbound. A nice pass and a nice finish.
That was an excellent pass, an excellent finish there. North Central leading 18-14.
Here's Sickink trying to go to Castle. Goes back out. It is Sickink. Sickink, though, lost it. Ball is still loose. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Cardinals' ball and a turnover for the Thunder.
It's like Kiefer checked out for North Central, and we have Richardson in for Wheaton. Sickink takes a break.
Sickink is Wheaton's leading scorer early on. 10 points, 5 of 6 from the field. Contact and a foul. Megan McCure had it.
Looks like that might have been over the back there by Fernandez. Yeah, it's reaching around there a little bit. Make a little bit too much contact there for the refs liking. North Central ball underneath here. Let's see if they get another easy point.
Here is Duffy going back out and firing the triple. That one, though, no good for Lexi Hernandez, who just checked in. Four-point lead for the Cardinals. Here is Schwinn. It's Kate Oliver now with it. Screen is set by Castle. Oliver drives that one, a foul.
They'll put Oliver to the line for 2. Let's see what this replay shows. Nice screen there by Castle. Yeah, it looks like Davids' arm just came down a little bit onto Oliver's.
And for Kate Oliver, shooting 66.7% from the free throw line, the most accurate free-point shooter on the team. So free throw shooter on the team. And she knocks down 1 out of 2 from the line, cuts the lead down to 3. Here's Stravopoulos. It's back to McClure.
Looks like we have a mismatch here on Schwinn.
They try to take advantage of it with Abby Davison, but cannot. A missed opportunity for the Cardinals. They'll be looking to exploit that mismatch in the future if they can get it. Meanwhile, here's Oliver spinning. Oliver kicks it back. Mid-range J. Ellie Castle, no good. Fight for the rebound, goes out of bounds. And the Thunder will get another possession.
Yeah, Castle was instrumental, as we were saying, in the last game against North Central. She dropped 14 points. So love seeing her take those shots because they'll fall eventually.
Schwinn to inbound, lobbing it upstairs. It is Castle.
Oof.
Richardson finally takes it.
Nice.
And pulls the trigger, buries the mid-range J.
I like how Wheaton's setting a lot of off-ball picks to get open on North Central's man-to-man D. I saw Oliver was wide open on a cut there, but Richardson made the 2, so excellent play there by Wheaton.
Here's Lexi Hernandez back to Stravopoulos. 15 on the 30. Stravopoulos against Schwinn. They go back to Megan Duffy. Kicks it back on the wing. McClure. 8 on the shot clock. Kiefer now with the ball against Schwinn. And it is a foul. And it'll put Kiefer to the line.
Yeah, it looks like Schwinn grabbed her a little bit there on the drive. Put Kiefer for 2 on the line.
shooting at 72.7% from the free throw line. The freshman out of Kimberly, Wisconsin, had no points in her last game, but did pick up 4 boards and 3 assists in 28 minutes.
So we have freshman Fabrowski checking in for, who was that? Oh, Lily Schwen.
And they'll put it in the hands of the 5'4" freshman, Lone Tree, Colorado. Here's Fernandez, the pass inside. Richardson, Calhoun, and one.
Love that strong play there from Richardson. Just making the basket through the contact, making this the potential for a 3-point play.
Richardson's 27th free throw attempt is no good. A nice feed, that drive. Oh, it got blocked. Grace Kiefer thought she had an easy lane, but I believe Ellie Castle just got a piece of it.
Ellie Castle is currently the 4th ranked in the CCIW for blocks per game.
Oliver missed that 3-pointer. Here comes North Central, a nice pass inside. Favorowski tries to stop it. No good. That'll be Wheaton ball.
That was an excellent hustle play there by Fabrowski to get quickly back on defense and prevent the easy layup there by North Central. Excellent play there from the freshman out of Colorado. She brings the ball up here for Wheaton.
Alexi Hernandez for North Central thought she had an easy bucket, but the hustle there by Favorowski stops it. A 3-point try on the wing. That one's too strong though for Richardson. A minute 15 now left to go here in the first quarter. A 20-19 lead for the Cardinals. There's Kiefer.
Ooh.
That one intended for Irwin, but instead the Cardinals turn it over.
I like that look there. She really threaded the needle with that pass. They couldn't quite collect it though to get the easy layup, but that was an excellent court vision there.
So far, Wheaton 9 of 19 from the field. North Central 6 of 13. Very solid, if not productive, offensive performances by both teams. And they will say it's a travel and a turnover.
Yeah, it looks like she just took a step back without dribbling it. She wanted that 3-point there. Just forgot to dribble for a second.
Under 40 seconds now left to play. North Central hanging on to a 1-point lead. Some exciting basketball. Glad you're with us here on a Wednesday night. A crucial CCIW matchup. Spinning around is Davison, but she misses. And now Wheaton can hold for the last shot as the shot clock is turned off. They trail by 1, and they'll put it in the hands of Kate Oliver. Oliver wanting to call a play. Oliver with the screen, drives inside, lost it, but a foul.
Will that be 2 shots, or it looks like it'll be 2 shots? I thought that'd be on the floor, but it looks like she got her 2 steps in and was going for the basket there.
Oliver was Wheaton's leading scorer in that 56-54 loss. And pretty much was the offensive juggernaut towards the second half. Attempted a buzzer beater that did not go.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker against Illinois Wesleyan there. But great effort all around from Kate Oliver in that game.
Here's Megan Duffy at the buzzer. Almost goes in.
Nearly made that one there. That was a little close for comfort. Yeah, I'm looking at the last game between North Central and Wheaton College that happened on January 4th. And actually the first quarter result was very similar. The teams were very close. At the end of that game on January 4th, Wheaton led 15-13, so just a 2-point differential in the first quarter there. And it really wasn't until the third quarter that Wheaton started to pull away. Wheaton scored 26 in the third quarter to North Central's 18. So I'm anticipating a pretty close game here the rest of the time. What do you think Wheaton will see coming out in this second half or the second quarter from North Central?
I think we'll continue to see some offensive explosiveness. Both teams have shot really well from the field. Wheaton 9 of 19, 47%. Meanwhile, North Central not lagging behind at 6 of 15, shooting at 40%.
Yeah, also Wheaton's being very dominant offensively, rebound-wise. And again, those are very crucial as those allow for second chance points. And yeah, those can really, especially in a close game that we're anticipating, those can really make a difference. So Wheaton needs to keep that up here tonight. And also the fast transition has been working for North Central. Wheaton's been a historically slower team, so if North Central can just exploit that a little bit here, that could really be a good sign for them. I'm actually surprised that North Central isn't coming out in a press. We saw that in the last several games from Wheaton and how they struggled to break that. But looking at North Central's bench, they have a very, very small bench, similar to Wheaton's. They're probably trying to keep legs fresh here and not exhaust their team with a press early on here.
And the Thunder have gone up against a lot of teams that have suited more players. So it's going to be interesting, as you mentioned, how two teams of smaller rosters will go up against each other. So the second quarter, early 1-point lead for the Thunder. Here's McClure going back outside. It's Kiefer.
Richardson almost got that ball there.
A three-point try wide open for Strapolofis. That one no good. Castle with the defensive rebound.
Excellent rebound there by Castle.
Here is Alyssa Favorowski. Wants to drive against Kiefer. They go back out to Richardson. Richardson, no good on the post.
Looks like she wanted a call there for on the arm. Just couldn't quite get it as North Central drives quickly here.
And it looks like a foul on the way off, and Natalie Stavropoulos will go to the line.
So if Stavropoulos shooting 2 here.
This will be her 5th and 6th attempt of the game. Currently 75% on the season as well as in this game.
She'll miss her first. Stavropoulos makes her second there as Faborowski brings the ball up for Wheaton.
And that will tie the game at 21 apiece. Here's now Ellie Castle. Back out to Fernandez. Richardson, guarded by Straparopoulos. Castle fires, missed it. And Favorowski tried to save it, but North Central able to get it.
Excellent hustle there by Faborowski to save that ball. Just unfortunately went to North Central.
A deep three that time, and that one is no good for Molly Murphy, the sophomore out of Des Plaines, Illinois. Meanwhile, on the other offensive side, Ana Fernandez scooping and scoring that one.
Yeah, as you said, Fernandez was crucial in Wheaton's last win against North Central, dropping 18 points on them. So see if she can do it again here tonight.
Shot 6 of 14, 2 of 7 from downtown, as well as making 4 of 6 free throws. There's another deep three. That one is no good for Molly Murphy again. And now here comes Caroline Sicking on the other offensive side. Drives inside and is fouled.
Excellent strong drive there from Sicking to then draw the foul here.
I'll put Sicking to the line, who's currently shooting 60.3%. Thunder entering this game having lost their last 2 home games, looking to respond, stay alive in the CCIW playoff picture. Currently they would be in a 4-way tie for 3rd place.
Yeah, there's just a big blob in the middle of the CCIW record-wise. So this Wednesday night is actually a very important night for all across CCIW to see where this pack will spread, as Oliver makes an excellent 3-point shot there. Wheaton's pulled away 27-21 here in the second quarter.
Oliver's first field goal made. Now she has 6 points. Meanwhile, a foul. And we'll go against Oliver.
I didn't quite catch what happened there. Let's see. Looks like Oliver is trying to get around an off-ball screen there and just clipped Davidson. The Wheaton coaches are saying that was inadvertent, though. Looks like it's North Central ball on the baseline.
Stavropoulos to inbound. Oh, that one just off the hands of ricochet of Sikink. And here comes the drive, a foul.
That was a great play there by Sikink to break up that pass and enable Wheaton to get his fast transition, and 2 foul shots here for Fernandez.
Currently shooting 55.6%. As you mentioned, she had 18 points the last time these two teams played. Currently averaging about 8.2 points on the season.
She'll go 2 for 2 there on the line. It's 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. 29-21. Wheaton leading here in King Arena.
North Central, by the way, is still looking for their first field goal. Wheaton's already made 2. Here's a nice drive. A foul counted and 1. Stavropoulos.
See if she'll go and make this a 3-point play. It's an excellent play there to capitalize through that contact.
Leads her team in points per game, 8th in the CCIW in points per game. Meanwhile, another offensive possession after the missed free throw. Here is Stavropoulos looking to scoop it up against Oliver, and she bangs it home.
Not much you can do about that. That was an extremely athletic play. Oliver really had her closed down there, yet she was able to reach her arm around as Fernandez answers right back with a short jumper.
Wheaton increases their lead back up to 6. This game not short of offense so far. Here's Kiefer turning around. Grace Kiefer missing. Richardson with the rebound, and here comes Kate Oliver for the Thunder. Sikink. Harass Sikink back outside, and an offensive foul.
So that'll be a travel on Sikink. Let's see if this replays. Oh yeah, looks like she picked up her pivot foot when she got off balance there. Good eyes there by the ref to see that travel as North Central brings the ball up.
Wheaton impressive 12 of 24 from the field early on. Stavropoulos no good, and here comes Sikink leading the fast break for the Thunder. Fernandez back to Sikink. Sikink, and another travel for her.
Let's see that replay here. Yeah, looks like she took a little skip in between there when she's bringing the ball to a stop there.
That's now back-to-back turnovers for Caroline Sikink. And let's see if the Cardinals can take advantage of the possession.
Yeah, North Central currently down by 6.
Duffy for 3, able to sink the triple.
That's a very composed 3 there with the defender closing down her. She's able to cut this North Central deficit as Fernandez tries to answer back there. Couldn't quite make that layup.
Lead is currently 3. Duffy with the ball in her hand, leading the fast break. A mid-range J on the way, and good by McClure. Megan McClure now with 10 points, shooting 4 of 5. Here's Sikink. Pass was almost taken away. I believe the Thunder will still have possession, and they will.
Back to just a 1-point lead for Wheaton. Again, I think this really might be a close game the whole time as Wheaton inbounds it here from the baseline.
Here is Schwinn. They go back to Sikink. Sikink drive. Sikink bangs it home.
I love how Sikink is just so strong underneath the basket. She's really able to just push through contact and make the points for Wheaton College.
The hot player to go to 13 points. 6 of 7 for Caroline Sikink. There's Straparopoulos against Schwinn. Duffy now with it. Whistle and a foul.
North Central bench very happy about that. Yeah, looks like the refs thought that that was a little bit too much from Caroline Sickink on her defender there, as we have a timeout here. Again, just a 3-point lead here by Wheaton, 33-30. Pretty high scoring game considering at least the last couple games I've called for Wheaton at halftime is about 20 points. So far a good sign, at least we're scoring and converting. As Coach Madsen said, that is just essential that Wheaton needs to do. Been pretty good underneath making our easy baskets. And I love how we've just really been fighting for those points underneath. You see Caroline Sickink really going strong towards the basket, as well as Kate Oliver. Those two girls are really our strongest drivers for Wheaton. And yeah, one thing I have been noticing, and that Coach Madsen mentioned earlier today, is that North Central plays a really tight man-to-man defense, and they rarely switch, which is what you often need to do with a man-to-man defense. So we'll be seeing Wheaton doing a lot of off-ball screens, trying to get the defense confused, and when you don't switch on an off-ball screen, that leaves someone wide open. So I expect to see a lot of that from Wheaton here, trying to exploit that and grow the 3-point lead here tonight.
And you mentioned the offensive explosiveness. Wheaton is currently 13 of 26 from the field, shooting at 50%. North Central, again, is not lagging behind. They're 10 of 24. It's kind of slow to start the second quarter, but it seems as if they found their groove. They're currently at 41.7%, but 4 of 9 overall. Both teams have actually made 4 field goals in the second quarter. And with that, North Central has cut it down to a 3-point game. This has basically remained tight. Here's Straparopoulos ensuing possession, no good, and here comes Schwinn now leading the fast break. Oliver back to Schwinn. Oliver thought about the 3, decides to drive it. Here's Hermanson, a 3 from Ellie Castle, and she buries it from downtown.
I haven't seen that from Castle in a little while, so it's nice to see. She's usually she likes her little 2-point jumpers on the elbow, but I love to see her making those 3s.
In fact, that is her second made 3-pointer on the season. She only took 1 other attempt, so she is 2 of 2 from downtown. Meanwhile, an offensive foul. I'll turn it over for North Central.
Yeah, Castle has a beautiful stroke, so I'd love to see her do more of those, especially if she's hitting tonight.
6'1" senior out of Coopersville, Pennsylvania. Meanwhile, here is Oliver kicking it back to Schwinn. Trying to pass it back to Oliver. Goes off the foot of a North Central defender.
I love that pick and roll there from Oliver. She was open. Schwinn just couldn't quite get the ball to her there.
Here's Fernandez. Screen is set by Castle. Kick it back on the wing. It's Oliver.
Oof. Looks like her back foot stepped out there on the line. A little turnover for Wheaton. North Central ball. Wheaton winning by 6 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second quarter.
Thunder look to pick up their 11th win of the season. Meanwhile, for North Central, looking for their 6th and their 3rd in the conference. Here is Duffy driving, and Duffy fouled. I'll go against Kate Oliver once again.
Way to go there by Duffy to draw that contact there from Kate Oliver and go for 2 on the line.
For North Central, they're actually the most accurate free throw shooting team, and the person on the line, Megan Duffy, 2nd on the team in free throw percentage and 5th in the CCIW. If you're wondering who's number 1, it's Allison Pearson who's number 1 on the team. She is actually 2nd in the CCIW.
Yeah, actually Pearson on January 14th scored her 1,000th career point. A very impressive statistic there. So we will definitely want to make sure to keep an eye on her tonight. She's actually the 12th player in North Central history to reach that mark, and the first one in 14 years. So congrats to her.
Here's Favorowski, who just checked in the game. They go back to Fernandez. It's Schwinn on the top. It is Schwinn on the top of the key. And meanwhile, Castle trying to put it in. And she missed it. And here comes Kiefer leading the fast break. Grace Kiefer, the floater off the glass. No good. Fight for the rebound. And it was last touched by Abby Davison of North Central.
Yeah, both Castle and Davidson grasping for that ball. Looks like Davison was the last one to touch it as Wheaton brings the ball up now.
Thunder leading it by 4. There's now Anna Fernandez. Back to Favorowski with that matchup against Straparopoulos.
Way to get that ball inside. Castle does a little turnaround. Looks like she draws the contact there.
I'll put Castle to the line.
I love it when we get the ball in the paint because good things happen. You either get an easy bucket or draw 2 normally. So see that here right now as Castle goes to the line for 2.
Castle shooting 72.2% from the line. He's only attempted 36 free throws this season. Player that mainly comes off the bench for the Thunder. He only started in 9 games this season.
Yeah, I think we'll need Castle in for most of this game tonight to match up against Davidson of North Central, a strong player in the post. So we Castle's strength underneath and her rebounding skill to combat Davidson there for North Central.
And both Davidson and Castle are listed at 6'1". And meanwhile, here's a steal, and here comes Schwinn. Lillian Schwinn finds Favorowski. Favorowski comes up short, though. Thunder unable to take advantage of the fast break. Here's now Megan Duffy against Fernandez. Duffy drives. Duffy, no good.
Nice turnaround effort there by her. She just couldn't quite capitalize as Fernandez brings the ball quickly down for Wheaton and almost gets the and 1. Looks like she'll go for 2 here on the line. Looking side to side, I was seeing the replay to try to get that lane open, fake out her defenders. Excellent strong drive towards the basket to draw the contact. Again, good things happen when you drive towards paint.
Yes.
She'll make her first here, or first of 2. Wheaton leads 38-32. Just under 2 minutes left here in this first half. Fernandez makes her second.
Meanwhile, substitution. That Davison checks out. And in is Maitri Smith, who started in this game.
Maitrise was a CCIW Team of the Week earlier in the year.
A turnover for North Central.
Looks like there's a moving screen there. It's going to be a very dangerous play, so good eyes by the ref. I've been nailed by a moving screen in my day back in high school. It's not a fun feeling, let's just say.
Here's a three-pointer from Castle. That one, though, rims off.
We'll say that was a pass.
Hopefully we'll go down to the pass. Meanwhile,
that was another pass. Didn't see it.
And no one was there. 2 straight, I guess, passes for the Thunder. Well, that one's going to result in a turnover for Kaylee Hermanson.
I'm glad they're not more North Central fans here, or else they would have been all over that. I'm actually really shocked by that, actually, because North Central is 20 minutes down the road in Naperville. We had IWU here this weekend, and the place was packed out with Illinois Wesleyan fans. And they're from 3 hours away, so I'm surprised we don't have more North Central people here tonight.
And it almost felt in that game, both the women's and the men's game, that it was like an Illinois Wesleyan home game.
Oh, yeah.
Although it was clearly here at Wheaton in King Arena.
Yes. Nice turnaround basket there.
It's Megan McClure who gets the field goal, leading her team in scoring. That's now 12 points, 5 of 6 from the field. A three-pointer on the way, and it's buried. Kaylee Hermanson from downtown.
Excellent shot there from our senior out of California.
First field goal of the game for her. Here's
Nice.
Hernandez that got blocked.
Looks like that was a double block by Fernandez and Castle. Both got a piece of that.
Wow.
30 seconds left here. Wheaton leading 41-34.
About a 10-second differential between shot clock and game clock as we get situated.
North Central inbound it underneath.
Megan Duffy, who does the honors. "12 to shoot." Here's Straparopoulos, though, missing. Shot clock now turned off. Wheaton can hold on for the final possession. Schwinn using the screen. Favorowski. Back to Castle. Now 9 to shoot. Favorowski using the Castle screen and a foul on the way up. With 6.2 seconds left.
Yeah, looks like Hernandez was just grabbing a little bit too much out of Favorowski.
North Central in the bonus, so Favorowski will go to the line. And the 3 freshmen on the team alongside with Fernandez and Kate Oliver, all getting significant playing time this season. Favorowski, her 6th and 7th attempts of the season, able to knock down both. It's now an 8-point lead. Here's Straparopoulos. She'll try one at the buzzer. That one, though, no good. And the Thunder lead at the intermission 42-34.
Yeah, we still have a lot of game left here. Again, the third quarter was a huge quarter in the last time that these two teams matched up. So meet back with us in 15 minutes for the second half of this exciting game.
I think one of the fun things about deciding where to go to college is that all of your peers are in kind of the same place. Remember, other people have done this, other people have gone before me and will come after me and are going through it with me now, but it's not as isolating as it may feel. I didn't really know what I was looking for at first. It started with me just scrolling through website after website of colleges. I knew I wanted something that was medium-sized. I knew that I wanted a strong natural sciences department. I knew that I wanted to be challenged academically inside the classroom, but I also didn't want life to stop in the classroom. I'm grateful that I was able to visit as many schools as I did. A large part of my decision to attend Wheaton was influenced by my campus visit. What instantly stood out to me was that everyone on campus was smiling. I felt welcomed, I felt appreciated, seen, and wanted. And so the application process itself was really joy-filled. The decision process was quite a different story. I got the decisions and acceptances and rejections back, and rejections stung. I became very stressed. I started to question, do I want to keep going to school? Do I want to go far? Do I want to come closer to home? And that's where I really started to ask, okay, what are the options remaining before me? And Wheaton was again at the top. I started to work with Ellen, my admissions counselor. I just worked with her really closely and had several hour-long phone calls just talking through what does a Wheaton education look like, what is the value of a Wheaton education, and got to have personal conversations and interactions. So even during a time that was really stressful, I felt valued and seen as a whole person rather than just a GPA and test scores.
Neuroscience is the study of probably the most unique organ on the planet, the human brain. What does it mean to be a human person? And then what does it mean to live the good life as a result of understanding that? Where a vast majority of the work is right now is helping cure neurodegenerative disease. Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, and our National Institute of Health has been pouring money into trying to understand these diseases. There is a lot of hope for discovery that can really impact somebody's life. It's very easy for an undergraduate student to get involved in research. One of my more recent grads is working with one of the top spinal surgeons in the country, and because of his experience doing research here, he was able to just work his way right into that lab. A majority of my students go on to med school, but I had a physics student who is working for Tesla. We've had philosophy students, and we've had folks from the Bible and theology department come in and really press us hard to be precise about how we're talking about what it means to be a human person. A student in our conservatory here took one of my classes and did a project on the neuroscience of music therapy, and this whole world was opened up. She had a passion for both music and science, and she was able to combine them in a way that she just hadn't seen possible before being here. Any student that is just curious about themselves and the way that they work is going to be really well positioned to study the brain. Faith and science can coexist really well. The unique thing about coming to Wheaton to study neuroscience is the integrative nature of it. You are going to learn about how your brain works and how the cells work and how the neural circuits work, but we won't stop there. We will also teach you about your spirit and your soul and how that might interact with your brain to make you who you are. And so I hope that we're putting students out into the world that can answer the big neuroscientific questions, but then can also challenge their colleagues and their audiences to think deeper and to think more carefully about what it means to be a human person.
When you're looking at colleges, you may look at the sticker price and say to yourself, I'm not applying to that school because I can't afford it. And I would caution you to not close any doors because there is this price tag that is just out of reach. Cost is an important factor, but there's so many other factors to consider. At Wheaton College, we offer academic scholarships as well as Wheaton Grant, which is need-based aid from the college. So a student may receive scholarships in the range of $10,000 to full tuition. They may also receive significant Wheaton Grant based on need, and we determine that, like most institutions do, based on the information that is found on the free application for federal student aid. Colleges aren't commodities. They're not all the same. And there'll be value questions that you have to ask along the way. There's value in knowing that Wheaton alumni have done very well across the board. Now we have students from 50 states and over 160-year history. There's value in that. But I also think there's value in the fact that you will be with a group of peers who are excellent in their academic endeavors, but also who love Jesus Christ. You are not just a student who is performing well in the classroom, but that you are a person that has great potential to serve God's kingdom. You're going to be challenged to grow in your faith because you want to be tested and you want to understand what your theological non-negotiables are. So think about the community you're going to be a part of and how they're going to engage you. We want to challenge you to think about why you believe what you believe by people who will encourage you and motivate you. This is an investment that has strong return, not just for you in terms of career, but for you as a follower of Jesus Christ who will be called to great things. Let us work closely with your family. Let us find out more. We work with great expectation and with hope. We do not want to give up on your calling to be at Wheaton College.
Wheaton College Summer Institute is basically this 2-week event in which students from all over the world can participate. It does a very good job of integrating education, social life, and spiritual life into a very safe environment.
There's so many course offerings, from Shakespeare to music to visual arts to theology.
Each student picks a class and they really hone in on a specific subject.
And we're kind of getting like a foretaste of the college experience.
So we're sleeping in the dorms and we eat in saga. It's the full experience, but only for a 2-week period.
And they give college credit. Like, when looking at whether or not to do this, I was like, there's no downside.
You know, the schedule is incredible.
I've spent a lot of time in class, probably about 4 hours a day, but also a lot of time hanging out.
Then we're going for ice cream and we're going into Wheaton.
You enjoy it, you have fun, you get to meet new people.
And what I like about it a lot is that the people are so accepting. The people that will just take you as you are and won't criticize you or judge you.
The relationships I've built with people here have been really valuable.
Here, I'm always with someone, I'm always talking, I'm always having a great time, I'm always learning.
And at the same time, building that community with these people who are so different, with people from Colombia and Mexico and Texas and North Carolina. But we can all, find that kind of center of what we all believe and build relationships from that.
Wheaton College Summer Institute is a place where you will grow in your faith, meet very extraordinary people, and learn something you're passionate about.
It has the potential to be so formative that there's no way you shouldn't do it.
Someone who is insatiably curious will thrive in a Christian liberal arts environment. Being a Christian liberal arts student causes you to expect to encounter God and expect to encounter dialogue with other disciplines. I think it creates a posture of wonder, and that's just a great thing for every aspect of life. I was in Calc 1, and my professor was having us read through Romans 12 in Calc 1. And it really invited me to see God at work and to prepare my heart, even in those first few minutes of class, to recognize and say, God is here, and do I have eyes to see him? And do I have eyes to see the way that he's at work? They don't say that any discipline is off limits from God, or that God is off limits from any discipline. Wheaton really does prime you to be a very well-rounded student that's able to think about questions from many different angles, and not just provide a cookie-cutter answer, but really engage with content in a deep and meaningful and intentional way. I got one-on-one time with professors, and they not only cared about my studies, but they also cared about my spiritual well-being and about how I was doing personally. The opportunity to have professors that are spiritual mentors and have PhDs in Old Testament or quantum mechanics or poverty and international relations is amazing. And you get the opportunity to interact with so many other students of different disciplines that all love Jesus and want to love and worship him in what they do. And that's amazing too. And I love Wheaton. Wheaton invited me to dig deep into both the scientific learning I was doing and dig deep into my faith. I have grown in my ability to offer all of myself to the practice that I'm doing as an act of worship. That's what the Christian liberal arts can help form in you, is to do everything to the glory of God.
Alongside Rebecca Max, I'm Aiden Kong, about set and ready for this start of the second half. And partner, what were your main takeaways from the first half?
Yeah, the first thing on Wheaton's side that I noticed is that Wheaton just needs to keep getting inside the paint. Wheaton has actually been to the line 15 times, and as I've been saying this game, and I feel like every single game I've commentated for, when you get inside the paint, good things happen. We've gotten to the line 15 times, has made plenty of free throws out of it. And then defensively, Wheaton needs to stop North Central's strong post game. Again, Davidson inside, a very tall player for North Central. They keep feeding her the ball. She's also an athletic player. She's able to make those quick turnaround shots. And on North Central's side, I would say kind of the opposite of what I said about Wheaton. North Central needs to continue getting the ball inside to Davidson. Again, a very athletic player. Keep turning and shooting. And then defensively, they need to keep their defense tight as they've been doing, and continue scoring on turnovers, as North Central is outpacing Wheaton on points off turnovers. So they're not only stealing the ball, but also converting on those steals. So if we keep seeing that from North Central, I really feel we'll be able to close this lead here in this third quarter.
This game has been nothing short of offensive explosiveness. Wheaton is shooting 46.9 from the field, 15 of 32 in the first half. Meanwhile, North Central 11 of 31. And leading that is Megan McCuder with 12 points. Meanwhile, for the Thunder, Ana Fernandez and Caroline Sinking both in double figures, 10 and 13 points respectively.
Yeah, I'm sure North Central's feeling a little nervous about this third quarter, as the third quarter and the last time that these teams matched up was kind of the game changer, as Wheaton outscored North Central 26-18. So Wheaton just caught on fire in the third quarter last time these teams matched up. So I'm sure North Central is really going to make sure they come out with very strong defense here and stop the Thunder from rolling here.
Start of the third quarter here on a Wednesday night of basketball.
Yeah, Wheaton currently has the lead 42-34 at the beginning of this second half. Looks like we'll have an offensive foul here.
So an early turnover for the Thunder. And what's also a point of note is that the Thunder have beaten North Central 29 straight times. Thunder looking for the 30th straight win. Last time North Central has beaten the Thunder was back in February 7th of 2009. An awfully long time ago.
I'll say. Yeah, so North Central definitely looking to change the tide here. This Wednesday night basketball.
Here comes a three-pointer by Richardson. That one is no good. Stavropoulos with the offensive rebound, and here she comes on the fast break. As a turnaround, was trying to go back to the outside, but it gets stolen. And here comes Fernandez. Fernandez with a nice pass to Schwinn, but it got blocked. And they'll keep it with the Thunder, no foul.
This is an excellent defensive play there to prevent the easy basket by the Thunder to extend their lead.
It was Maitri Smith who got a piece of it. Still early on here in this third quarter. Here is Richardson. Back to Hermanson. Hermanson back to Fernandez. 8 to shoot. They kick it out on the wing. It's Richardson from the corner, and she drills the triple.
Excellent three-point there by Richardson. Richardson is currently 8th in the CCIW, right behind Sickink for average points per game.
Currently shooting 32.6 from downtown. And the Thunder's lead is now 9. The drive, and it's no good for Smith.
That's great defense there by the Wheaton to prevent the turnaround shot there from Smith. Looks like Hermanson had a little bit of happy feet there as she gets called for a travel. North Central ball coming the other way now.
Early turnover for the Thunder. Again, for North Central, currently if the CCIW tournament were to start, North Central would be out, Wheaton would be in. Here's a three-pointer by Megan Duffy, and she will respond as she drains the triple.
That was an excellent deep three there, as North Central cuts Wheaton lead.
Duffy now with 8 points in this ball game. There's Schwinn, though, missing.
That was a great effort there by Schwinn to get herself open. Just couldn't quite make that layup as it goes in and out. as North Central brings the ball up here and starts their offense.
Straparopoulos, ISO against Schwinn. Straparopoulos shake and bake. Straparopoulos drives, couldn't get it to fall though.
Wheaton's bringing the ball up quickly here. They get their offense started. Richardson deep three.
Richardson, that one comes up a little bit short. And they will say it is last touch by Maitri Smith. And so the Thunder will have another offensive possession. There's Schwinn to inbound. And a nice feed and a nice finish to Richardson.
Excellent, quick, strong cut there by Richardson towards the basket. Again, it seems like North Central has a hard time tracking those quick cuts towards the basket, so Wheaton just needs to keep exploiting that. There's a travel there, Wheaton ball.
That was Richardson's 9th point of the game. Largest lead now for the Thunder. It's officially 10 with under 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, this is not a good omen for North Central. They just don't want to let Wheaton get hot here, as they did last time in the third quarter. And really pulled away as Richardson gets this offensive board.
Richardson, though, can't corral it. And here comes Megan Duffy now. Duffy spinning against Sicking. Duffy with the left hand, no good. Fight for the rebound, ball is still loose. Kiefer has it and a foul.
Not quite sure what's going on here. Coach Maggie McCloskey back's not too happy about that. She's actually in her 5th season as North Central's head coach. She actually played D1 basketball at Loyola University in Chicago and was a 3-year team captain there. She holds 2 records, 1 NCAA record for consecutive games with a 3-point. She also holds the Horizon League record for career 3-point field goals at 325. Very impressive. North Central has quite the athlete as the head coach here. She actually has been around the CCIW a little bit, as she was a grad assistant coach at Carthage, and she earned her master's degree in education with a concentration in leadership there.
Wow. Before that, she actually served as a youth coach in Iceland. That was her first gig.
Dang, how do I get that gig? I'd love to go to Iceland.
Wow. There's the feed, no good for Straparopoulos though. And here is Schwinn leading the offensive attack. It's now Sicking, spinning, Sicking, blocked on the way up. It looks like a foul.
North Central coaches not happy about that all across the board. There are 3 of them standing on their feet there.
They'll send Sicking back to the line. Led all scorers in the first half with 13 point shots, 6 of 7 from the field.
Yeah, that was a 3rd on Maitrice Smith, who's a key player for North Central. She was the one who earned the CCIW Team of the Week earlier this year. So North Central not happy about her logging 3 fouls this early in the third quarter here. So you have Oliver checking in for Hermanson.
Because Smith has 3 fouls, it looks like she's on the bench, and back comes in Abby Davison, who has 2 fouls. As the Cardinals now trail by 12.
The Cardinals are going to really look to close this deficit here.
Here's Megan Duffy, guarded by the freshman Oliver. Duffy.
Good D there by Oliver to prevent that. It looks like we have an offensive foul here.
They'll go against Megan McCure.
Let's see this replay here. Ooh. Looks like their feet might have gotten tangled up. I didn't see anything purposeful there in that foul, but a foul nonetheless. Coach McCloskey back's really not happy about that one. I gotta admit, I I think there's a bit of a discrepancy how refs call a women's game versus a guy's game. I feel like women's games, the whistle's going every other second. But, you know, I guess I shouldn't complain about that.
A mid-range J. That one, I believe, just got blocked. Here comes a three-pointer on the way. That one no good. Oliver tried to get the rebound, unable to, and here comes Megan Duffy leading the offensive attack. Megan McCure now inside. Fouled on the way up.
She'll get 2 at the line. North Central's really pushing the pace there. Yeah, it looks like Fernandez got on her arm, and also looks like it was a block there as her feet were moving. So I'll put McClure for 2 at the line.
And partner, you were suggesting how in the women's game the referees use their whistles a little bit more than the men's game. Do you think it's a good thing that they're using, or do you think they should let them play it out?
I'm always a fan of let them play. It's kind of the same idea in soccer. I play soccer, and it's just, I feel like there's constantly kind of soft fouls being called, but it's better to err on the side of caution. You know, you don't want players getting hurt out here. So yeah, I'm always a fan of let them play, but again, I don't want anyone getting hurt out here, so.
That was a nice save there by Richardson, who keeps the possession alive. Ellie Castle on the mid-range J just sticks it.
Ellie Castle with 2 points there, our senior captain.
Meanwhile, Grace Kiefer responds.
Pretty quick answer there by North Central.
Lee cut down to 10. A three-pointer on the way for Richardson, no good. Fernandez with the offensive rebound, and here comes another opportunity for the Thunder. Oliver rejects the screen, drives inside, and nice. It's good. Counted and 1 for Kate Oliver, and a chance at a three-point play.
Man, I love that strong drive from Oliver, getting the ball up around her defense, going through that contact, having the potential for a three-point play here. We have a timeout here. North Central is going to try to regroup here as Wheaton's lead is 12. Wheaton leads 53-41. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in this third quarter. Again, last time that these teams matched up, Wheaton really began to pull away in the third quarter, so North Central probably game planning how to counteract Wheaton getting hot here.
And after that first matchup, Wheaton ended up shooting 43.8% from the field. North Central struggled at the end at 31.3. Obviously hoping that is not a repeat.
Exactly. Yeah, and what really sticks out to me here in these stats is rebounds, particularly offensive rebounds. Wheaton is leading North Central 11-5. And the thing about offensive rebounds is they allow the opportunity for second chance points. And yeah, we've seen that from Wheaton here in the third quarter, especially them getting the offensive rebounds and the chance for another effort at the basket. So we have Kate Oliver here trying to make her play a three-point play. But yeah, North Central really needs to focus on getting these rebounds underneath, especially on the defensive side. It's a three-point play there for Oliver, 54-31.
And that'll give Oliver 9 points now in this bowl game. Here's Kiefer. That one tipped. Oliver trying to get the save, and she does, but she steps out of bounds.
It's a great effort there by Oliver. She couldn't just keep herself in line, just skating on the edge there. Looks like her toe went out of bounds. Good eyes there by the ref as it's North Central ball here.
She almost turned from defense to offense. There's now Grace Kiefer. They go back to Straparopoulos. A pass inside, and it looks like a foul.
Gosh. Let's see the replay here. There, if we get one. Yeah. I guess they said Castle came in a little hard there. Bumped the North Central player.
They have to pass it along, and it is Straparopoulos. Duffy now. Guarded by Oliver. She'll try a three-pointer and sinks the triple.
We had a great angle of that one. That was a very clean shot, right on target as North Central cuts their deficit to 10 here. 54-44.
11 points now for Megan Duffy. Here's Castle getting inside, missing. Unable to get the rebound as Abby Davison grabs it instead.
Noticeable frustration there from Castle. She misses that short jumper. Those are definitely the shots that we need to make, but that was an excellent play by Castle to get the open shot.
Meanwhile, North Central turns it over. It will be Thunder ball.
Again, North Central coach is not happy about that call.
Some of the fans in the stands are also displeased at the ref's call. Thunder leading it by 10, under 3:40 to go. Richardson passes it inside,
nice.
And it is Hermanson.
Nice turnaround shot there by Hermanson. Very athletic shot there to extend this Wheaton lead to 12.
4 points now for Kaylee Hermanson. And a foul on the way up for Grace Kiefer.
Looks like Hermanson had her arm on her hip there a little bit. Let's see if this replay. Okay, my screen's glitching a little bit. Yeah, looks like Hermanson's arm kind of pushed her defender there.
That'll be her first personal.
She's got 4 more to spare. She's good. North Central moves this ball around here.
It is Megan Duffy. That matchup against Oliver. The double team comes. That shot no good though for Duffy.
Schwen brings ball quickly. Ooh.
That pass was intended for Annika Richardson, but deflected out of bounds. Wheaton still has possession.
So nice court vision there by Schwen. Schwen is actually in 7th. Or no, sorry, 5th in the CCIW for assists per game.
Sydney Irwin checks in for Megan McCure. Under 3 minutes now left to go. Here is Castle driving. Castle, no good. Good defense there by Abby Davison.
Yeah, we're seeing Castle and Davison go head-to-head in this game so far. Neither of them really getting an edge on the other so far. Looks like there's a foul here on Hermanson. Let's see what this is. Looks like there's a hand check again. It's really hard to not do, especially when your defender's driving towards the basket.
Wheaton with 5 team fouls, so now North Central in the bonus as Duffy goes back to the line.
She'll miss her second there. Wheaton leading by 11 here in King Arena for Wednesday night basketball.
Here's Kate Oliver using the screen. Oliver, the mid-range J, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it goes to Kiefer. Ensuing possession now for the Cardinals. Duffy, oh, a nice move. And she splishes and splashes and scores.
It's a bit of a mismatch there with Castle guarding Duffy, a quicker player on the court here.
56-47. Lead is 9 for the Thunder. Richardson coming up a little bit short, gets her own rebound and is fouled.
Again, that's exactly what North Central doesn't want to see. It's a player getting her own rebound here, but excellent play there by Richardson to collect that and draw fouls. Going to the line for 2 here.
And right now the Thunder outbounding the Cardinals 31-24.
Pretty big deficit there.
And as you mentioned, those second chance points, Wheaton with 15, North Central with 5.
That's pretty much the differential here in this game, as it's a 47-56. I guess 57-47 now. But yeah, I mean, 10-point differential there from second chance points, and it's a 10-point difference in this game right now.
Richardson able to knock down both free throws. And if North Central really struggling to box out and prevent the Thunder from having more second chance opportunities, allow Wheaton the opportunity to get more second chance plays.
Nice defense there by Castle to break up that pass. still North Central ball as Castle bobbled that one out of bounds.
It'll be Lexi Hernandez to inbound with 1:36 left to go in the third.
Refs are discussing something. Not sure what that was. North Central gets their offense started here. 1:30 left here in the third quarter.
4 on the shot clock. Duffy lost the ball though. And it's Sikink who just checked in, who's able to get it.
Wheaton's getting their offense started here.
Sikink, guarded by Maitri Smith. Does have 3 fouls. Here's a 3-pointer on the wing. That one no good for Fernandez. The pass upstairs, and here comes Kiefer, one-on-one, not able to finish. Fight for the rebound, and it is Sydney Irwin who has it. Irwin spinning against Sikink, unable to come up with another field goal though.
Almost got that left-hand hook there.
Under a minute now left to play. Thunder up by 11.
Again, we'll be seeing some off-ball picks here from Wheaton, as North Central, from the scouting reports, does not switch very well on defense, which is surprising considering they play a man-to-man, and that's like a hallmark of man-to-man is switching.
Duffy tried to pass it over to Smith, but it's a turnover.
Looks like Wheaton's gonna wait for the last shot here.
As the shot clock is turned off. Again, they lead it by 11. Fernandez drives. Fernandez, oh, with the off-ball hand, able to score. North Central can still put up one more shot. Here is Duffy at the buzzer, no good. And the Thunder lead at 60-47 going into the fourth.
Yeah, as we anticipated, a big third quarter here from Wheaton, as they've really pulled away from North Central with a 13-point lead. I'm really curious if we're going to see North Central come out in a press for these final 10 minutes. If the coach has scouted at all, which I'm sure she has from her bio, she seems like a very accomplished coach and knows her stuff in basketball. I wouldn't be surprised if we see North Central press here, if she's scouted at all. Wheaton's really been struggling, as you've been to these past couple games with Wheaton. Wheaton's really been struggling with breaking this press and breaking it cleanly. Lots of turnovers, lots of bobbled balls. And I think Carroll scored 20 on us in transition from their press. So yeah, I'm really curious what we'll see from North Central in this fourth quarter, as it's a 13-point deficit for them, and they really need a win for the CCIW standings right now.
Because right now, North Central, they are 8th in the conference. Thunder tied for 3rd place, along with Augustana, Illinois Wesleyan, and Carthage. But right now, with all the tiebreakers, Wheaton would be the number 5 seed and would take on Illinois Wesleyan in the first round.
Yeah, I think the 2 players to watch here in this fourth quarter for North Central, number 3, Stavropoulos, and Maitrice Smith. Both of them dropped a lot of points in their last game, with Smith having 19 and Stavropoulos having 16. So we will keep an eye on those 2 players here in this fourth quarter.
And speaking of Stavropoulos, she just scored. That will now give her 10 points in this game. He's now cut down to 11. Here is Schwinn back to Richardson. Sikink inside. Sikink blocked on the way up. Great defense there by the Cardinals.
Yeah, already we see some urgency here from North Central as they're bringing the ball up quickly. Some quick shots.
3-pointer on the way for Lexi Hernandez, but it's no good. Sikink thought about a 3. She'll drive it inside. Caroline Sikink counted and one. Oh, what a play.
Again, Sikink just a very strong player towards the basket. She drives there, goes through that contact, and gets the and 1 here for Wheaton. Let's see if she'll make this a 3-point play and extend Wheaton's lead. It's currently 62-49. Wheaton in the lead.
What a performance it has been for Sikink, but the free throw is no good. Still has 17 points for a player that averages 12.6 per game.
I have a feeling we'll see her climb in the CCIW average points per game stats after this.
Currently a 7th in the CCIW. Meanwhile, a turnover for the Cardinals, and here comes Schwinn, sinking again with the ball. She's been money, pass inside, and a turnover. Here comes now Hernandez leading the troops.
I think it's important just because North Central is really pushing the pace. That does not mean that Wheaton needs to match that. I think Wheaton needs to make sure they just keep playing their own game here and just keep controlling this game. Let's not rush just because North Central's rushing here.
Currently a 13-point lead for the Thunder. A scoop inside and a foul on the way up. Maitri Smith will go to the line.
Looks like that was on Hermanson. Looks like her arm was checked. It was a bit of a hand check there on Hermanson. That'll be her 3rd on the night. Oliver checks in here. Freshman for freshman. Oliver in for Fernandez.
Oliver currently with 9 points. Meanwhile, Smith currently at 67.3% from the charity stripe.
.12-point game here in King Arena, now an 11-point game as Smith makes her 2nd here. Again, Wheaton just needs to play their game here, get their offense started, and get these open baskets and these off-ball screens.
Here's Richardson, guarded by McCure. Oliver, as you mentioned, just checked into the game. Yeah, wait to go, and an offensive foul goes against the Thunder. It looks like it was a moving screen of some sort.
Yeah, looks like a moving screen there. As that's 4 on Sickink, and she takes a seat, and Castle steps in.
Coach Madsen wants to preserve the leading score. And they still have that 11-point lead, so not necessarily a bad strategy. Strapopoulos. Hernandez now guarded by Oliver.
Good defense here from Wheaton. Shot clock at 12.
Here's Kiefer putting up a shot. Rolls in and out though. As North Central comes up empty. Here's Kate Oliver.
Nice handles there from Oliver.
Nice pass, give and go. No good though. Ball still loose. North Central able to come up with it.
Again, Wheaton needs to keep doing that. North Central is having a really hard time tracking those quick cuts. That quick little give and go there was really good. A good combination there for Wheaton.
Lexi Hernandez comes up short on the 3-point attempt. The Thunder still with that 11-point lead. Oliver using the screen. Oliver, a hard spill to the floor and a foul.
She really went down hard there. I feel like the earth kind of shook. She's dragged down a little bit by, oh. Was that on Oliver?
I believe so. They called an offensive foul.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Really could have gone either way. That's her 3rd, meanwhile.
That's unfortunate. That looked like that'd be tough to fall that hard and get called for the foul.
Under 7 minutes now left to go here in this 4th quarter. Between a team that's currently in the CCIW playoff picture and a team that is trying to get into the picture. Maitri Smith comes up short again. And a foul going against North Central.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I just like truly do not see where that foul was from, but okay. I think that was just a really good effort there by Smith to get that rebound. And North Central coach is understandably a little frustrated by that call. I think that was her 4th.
Here's Kate Oliver. And this time it looks like another foul.
Yeah, it looks like Stavropoulos' feet weren't quite set there, so she gets called for the block. They'll put Oliver on the line for 2. Stavropoulos checking out. And in comes Molly Murray.
Sophomore out of Plains, Illinois.
Oliver makes her first. Oliver, a freshman from Virginia, really having a standout rookie year here.
Second free throw is no good. So Wheaton still leading it by 12. Shot and a foul. I'll put Duffy to the line.
Yeah, looks like Schwenn's arm came down a little bit on Duffy there. 52-63, Wheaton leading by 11. This fourth quarter here.
Megan Duffy now with 16 points, leading North Central in scoring, and second in the game. Sickink with 17 for Wheaton.
Castle against Davidson here. That's a matchup we've been seeing all night.
Got poked away, fight for the ball. It's going to be possession. It'll be Thunder ball.
Excellent play there by Richardson to get the jump ball there for Wheaton. As Oliver inbounds it underneath.
There's now Castle back to Oliver from downtown. Kate Oliver, no good though.
North Central's bringing the ball up here.
And there's 6 minutes now left to play. 10-point lead. Thunder have done a good job holding off the Cardinals. A wide open 3-point attempt. That one's no good though for Murray.
North Central started off this fourth quarter playing really quickly. I haven't seen that same energy so far from them as the clock's winding down. This 12-point lead here for Wheaton.
Monica Richardson, courtesy of that last field goal. Here's Duffy. That one taken away though. And here comes Ellie Castle in the offensive attack. Richardson comes up short.
In and out there for Richardson. That's a really unfortunate play. But great effort to get down the court by both Castle and Richardson. Just couldn't quite capitalize there.
Kiefer ejected on the play by Kaylee Hermanson. And here comes Kate Oliver on the fast break. Oliver drives between two defenders and bangs it home.
I love that from Oliver. She's truly just so fun to watch. She drives so strong to the basket here, as we'll see. With two defenders there, she's able to skate right up, go strong towards the basket, and get the 2 points for Wheaton here.
Timeout on the floor taken by North Central as they trailed 67-53 on the verge of losing their 30th straight game against the Thunder.
Yeah, North Central really looking to just change the tide here. As we said, they broke a 5-game losing streak this weekend by beating North Park. Actually, their game against North Park was a very similar one to Wheaton. Wheaton beat North Park 75-68, so by 7 points. And then North Central beat North Park also by 7 points, beating them 62-55. So yeah, but as I said, both teams last Wednesday lost by about 20. So yeah, Wheaton really looking to get a win here before they go on the road to play Carthage. And then North Central really trying to extend their 1-game winning streak and just forget about that 5-game losing streak that they just recently broke here.
And for the Cardinals, they'll be at Milliken on Saturday, and then they begin a 4-game home stretch. They'll first start off with Carroll, Elmhurst, Carthage, then Illinois Wesleyan, and then they play their final game on the road against Augustana.
Yeah, they're probably looking to boost their confidence a little bit before they go face the Giants of Milliken. Milliken's really sitting pretty at 9-0 at the top of the conference. Really just a dominant team here this year in the CCIW.
They own a 2-game lead over second place Carroll. And a 4-game lead over a 4-way tie for third. Meanwhile, a 3-pointer that's buried by Grace Kiefer.
Excellent 3 there by Kiefer. Let's see if North Central can gain some momentum and energy here. There's 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Schwen, strong drive to the basket from our junior guard.
Only the second made field goal for Schwen. That'll give her 4 points.
As she's normally an assist master for Wheaton. Doesn't really make her mark that much on the scoreboard, but does in a secondary way through her assists.
Leads the team in assists per game, 5th in the CCIW. That's a miss there by the Cardinals. Jeff Schwinn calling one of the plays.
Good choice here by Wheaton. Just slow down the play here. There's no need to rush.
Especially with a 13-point lead.
Exactly.
Oliver stepping back from downtown. That one's no good.
Coach Madsen looking a little frustrated about that. I think he's wondering why we felt the need to take a deep 2 there.
And left 14 seconds on the shot clock. A floater upstairs. That one no good though, but a foul. And they'll put Straparopoulos to the line. And partner, earlier you were talking about some of the presses and full court and half court traps. We haven't really seen that from North Central yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that we haven't seen North Central press Wheaton. Again, Wheaton has really been struggling on breaking the presses in their last several games. But I think it really comes down to numbers and longevity here. North Central with a noticeably small roster, very similar to Wheaton's. I don't know if they have had injuries or what's going on with North Central there, but yeah, I feel like that's probably just a legs and longevity call there by Coach McClurbacks from North Central. Yeah, I mean, the press is just exhausting to run, and especially when North Central is about to have several games coming up here and several key games. They really need to preserve their players here.
But with 3:24 left to go, down 13, do you maybe expect them to try a press?
I would not be surprised at all if we see them try to press here. Wheaton definitely has a pretty big lead here, 13 points. It definitely wouldn't be a bad idea if they started pressing. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. But yeah, I definitely expect North Central to start pushing the pace here a lot, especially on the transition. But again, I would just love to see Wheaton just continue to slow down the play and just control the pace of this game when they can and just wind down the clock and bring it home.
Straparopoulos about to attempt her 8th and 9th free throws of this game. One of 4 players for North Central in double figures, as she now has 12. Cut the lead down to 11. North Central still.
Yeah, it looks like North Central's picking up higher on defense. Met them at half court.
Here is Schwinn, a cut to the basket, and she scores.
I love to see that from Schwinn. Again, we haven't really seen that from Schwinn. She's more of an assist master, but I think that's her six points for Schwinn on the night.
Mid-range J for Maitri Smith is no good. 13-point lead for the Thunder. And really starts to sense their 6th CCIW win and their 11th of the season. Here's Castle. Maitri Smith right in front of her. A screen set. Here comes a mid-range J. That one no good for Richardson. Offensive rebound. Castle comes up short. Referees let them play.
Yeah, we're seeing North Central kind of push the pace here as they're down by quite a bit. Can't really do that math really quickly in my head, but it's 71-58 with Wheaton winning, and there's a little over 2 minutes left here.
13-point lead for the Thunder.
13-point lead, thank you.
No problem.
I just knew it was a big number, bigger number.
Here's Schwinn, lobs it inside. Nice feed of Richardson. He talked about the assist master.
Exactly.
Getting it done.
That's exactly what we're used to seeing from Schwinn. A nice cut there by Richardson to get open. Nice shot there by Duffy. She's been hot tonight, scoring many of North Central's points.
Schwinn back on that last field goal, so that's now Schwinn's 4th assist of the game. Some of the little things that are helping out the Thunder.
Exactly, yeah. Schwinn is 5th in the CCIW in average assists per game.
Urbanson comes up short there.
Minute 20 left in this game.
A 3-pointer on the way by Duffy. It's no good. At this point, just desperation, trying to jack up whatever they can, but to no avail.
Duffy right now is the high score for North Central with 16 on the night. So if anyone's shooting, you definitely want it to be her. She's just missed 2 of her last 3-point attempts, but at this point with 1 minute left and down by the amount that North Central is, you really just need to be taking what you can. Sending up a prayer that you make it.
And partner, after losing 2 straight games, looking really good, and then dropping to essentially the middle of the pack, how good must it feel to get this bounce back win?
Oh yeah, I mean this win is going to be huge for Wheaton again as they go on the road. Just having a win under your belt at home, that's just going to feel really good. A good confidence booster as they go to play Carthage, who is currently also tied with Wheaton for 3rd in the CCIW. So we'll see what ends up happening with Carthage tonight. But yeah, a huge win for Wheaton before they go on the road and meet Carthage out in Wisconsin. And as you said, North Central is playing Milliken in their next game, which is just, I mean, for any team, Milliken is just such a stiff opponent. So let's hope that North Central can just learn what they can in this game and rest up well, have some good practice before they face the top team in the CCIW, which is Milliken. We have 1 minute left here. Wheaton leading by 15, 73-58, which is actually a relatively high-scoring game for Wheaton, as Wheaton normally averages 62 points per game. So they're 11 points above their average right now.
Right now shooting at 40.3%. North Central full 10% back. They'll call it a 2. That one's no good.
Bobbled around, and it's North Central ball. Hermanson is currently the only starter left in Wheaton's lineup.
Adwell Polker getting her first minutes since playing Milliken back on January 7th. 3-pointer, no good for Hernandez.
I think it's going to be Wheaton's ball here. 41 seconds left, so a big lead here for Wheaton.
Anna Mooney is also in, getting her first minutes since Carroll, which she played on January 18th. Alexis Martin also in the game as Wheaton looks to salt this game out. Mooney, no good, gets her own rebound. Here comes a 3-pointer on the way. That one also misses. And Jada Ukal out of Turkey with the rebound. 3-pointer on the way. That one is drilled by Molly Murray.
Looks like Wheaton collects breaks their 2-game losing streak and beats North Central here. Again, a great game. It was really close here until the 3rd quarter, kind of matching what happened in the last game when these 2 teams matched up on January 4th. Wheaton really pulling away in the 3rd quarter, and we saw them do that here tonight. But really a great effort by North Central. I hope they can rest up well and really bring it to Milliken, the top team in the CCIW. So best of luck to North Central as they take on Milliken. Hopefully they can give Milliken a good game here, and Wheaton will head to Carthage this weekend. Thanks for joining us. My name's Rebecca Max. I'm with Aiden Kong, my co-partner here, and we'll see you next time.